that's never trimmed. From a legacy, stepped into the light. Classy's love guiding it, everything feels right. Listen close, hear the stories unfold. Each episode's a treasure, pure gold. Kevin Zura Jr. shining on, bringing love to the world, no matter where you are.
We already he lay his hat.
Ladies and gentlemen,
What's
we
going
are
on?
proud to announce the very first episode, the fourth episode of Kevin and Friends, but the very first episode of Kevin and Eric Out Loud.
Oh, Kevin Eric out loud, everybody. Yeah, man. What's going on, Eric?
Man, oh man, it has been a week. How are you?
I've been good. Can't complain. Got some shit done. So making everything move forward, man.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
So how you been? How's your week been going, man?
I mean, it's been a week. I'm not gonna lie. It has been a week, but I refuse to be defeated by a day. However, man,
What?
oh man, these days pack a punch.
Yeah, but at least you keep it going, keep it moving though. Every
That's
day.
the thing. You got to keep moving.
Gotta keep it going, man. Gotta keep it going. It's been a crazy week anyways. Like, man,
Yep.
so much things happened over the last week.
Oh,
Like,
yeah?
I was reading on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Another plane crash happened.
Another one.
Another one in Florida.
Oh, come on.
Like, what the hell's going on?
Man, look. So,
It's been a regular thing. Now it's like it's nothing new to go on social media on the news saying about a plane crashing. Like what?
and it's crazy because like we get desensitized to like outlandish stuff like planes crashing. That's the one thing a plane is not supposed to do. Like,
And then like my first time when I heard about plane crashes and all, like, I've been hearing about plane crashes, because it's not natural, but sometimes accidents happen.
Sure.
But one in DC was by where I live at. So when the Black Hawk and that American Airlines happened, it was literally I seen the news helicopter right by the house I was at. Like,
wait,
it was that close.
a Black Hawk? Wait.
The plane, it was a commercial airline and a Black Hawk that crashed into each other. I think this was like January this happened.
Okay, I didn't hear about that. But like, what do you mean you didn't see that?
Yeah, the Black Hawk hit the commercial airline.
You didn't see the plane, my guy.
He didn't see the plane at all. It just boom hit each other. Where is it at? I think we're gonna put it up a little bit.
Man.
But shit, man, right over the I don't know if it's the Potomac, but it's right by the Wilson Bridge.
Holy cow.
On the line of Maryland and Virginia, it happened.
That's, oh my gosh.
And then we had
Man.
the other one in New York the other day with the helicopter. That one I'm confused about because they broke apart. You see that video?
No, I didn't. Look, okay, so my whole thing is I go out of my way to like avoid media that I know is going to upset me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like when I see information about like so a plane crashed or like something like that, like usually if I'm just scrolling my phone, my brain just goes nope and it's gone.
Keep going.
And back to the puppy videos because ain't nobody got time for that.
But like, I want to be up to date to my my news. What's going on in the world? Like,
That's fair.
That's why when I keep saying this stuff, it's crazy. It makes me a little nervous flying on planes a little bit. You know?
Look, that's what I'm saying. Thank God for that Sky Lounge because then I can get a drink and forget about it, right?
Tell me, go to Applebee's.
Applebee's? Wait a minute.
Or Fridays.
Fridays?
Yeah, they got Fridays at the airport, by my house.
Oh,
yeah, Reagan. Ever. Applebee's, Fridays. Yeah, pick your choice. Pick your poison. That's why you show to the airport 2 hours early.
Okay, see, we have a real airport here in Atlanta.
Yeah, y'all do. It's nice.
So, like...
It's hella nice there.
I'm just going to be in the Sky Lounge.
We have a Sky Lounge, too.
Then why don't you just go to the Sky Lounge, Kevin?
Because what if I want a burger? What if I want a burger or some chicken strips? I can't get that in the Sky Lounge. I don't want no cookies. I don't want a sandwich.
You're absolutely right. I'm so sorry that the Sky Lounge serves real food and not
I don't
Applebee's.
want food. I want some unhealthy shit sometimes, man.
Applebee's?
I just had Applebee's. Look, I had Applebee's the other day. It's called like a triple dip or something like that. I don't know what it's called. They come with like steak, chicken strips, boneless wings, and fries too. Can't on fries, hands down.
That stuff will kill you.
Good, huh?
That stuff will kill you.
I won't.
Well, yeah, but you don't want Applebee's to do it. All right. Sure, but like Applebee's. Look,
What you do with Applebee's?
huh?
Okay, what you do with Applebee's? What's wrong with
What's my
Applebee's?
buddy? You guys don't have a McDonald's at that airport?
We do,
It's the same thing, Kevin.
but McDonald's don't serve liquor.
You know
They
who
don't
does?
serve liquor. Who?
The Sky Lounge, and they'll let you bring in your McDonald's.
You know what you can't do?
What?
You can. You can order. I can order a TGI Fridays or by Applebee's and bring it to the Sky
TG.
Lounge. Well, listen, you got a good point. But it's a liquor like it is on the house, isn't it? You know what, Eric? You make good
What?
points. That
Always.
that like you know what? Next time I'm gonna try it out. Sometimes you want to sit at a bar though. Sit at a bar and just
Sit at the bar. You know what?
yeah. Ours don't have a bar. The one in Vegas don't have a bar. It's more of a
You see-
lounge. It's
That's fair because you guys don't have a real airport.
we have a real airport. Vegas is a little smaller. It's a little smaller, but
Look.
this is pretty nice.
They can't all be Hartsfield Jackson,
That's a
and
different
that's
kind.
okay.
That's a totally different kind of airport. They actually have the little sky pods in there, so you can spend a night if you have a layover and stuff. We don't have that.
You see,
Yeah, I
so
like
that's
that.
why you have to move out here, Kevin.
That airport's not that good. Y'all can't have Ubers at your airport.
Yeah, we can.
I thought y'all can't. Was it LA? No, it is too.
No, I've gotten look. I've definitely gotten an Uber from the airport.
Where was it at that you can't get you can't get a Uber at the airport? I think it is it's LA. No,
No, because I've done that too.
you did that too. I don't know that. Because I know once if I had to walk down the street, it could be DC.
You
It
see,
could be. I'm thinking about it like it could be DC. I don't know. You right. I ain't. But still.
I'll tell you what though. This one time I was coming back from Hawaii,
Mm-hmm.
and like on my way. No. I was on my way to Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
We packed some snacks in my bag on
Oh.
my way to Texas because we had like a layover in Texas before we flew to California to fly to Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
On my way to Texas, we packed our snacks, no problem. I get to LA, they're checking the bag they're checking my snack bag to make sure I didn't have drugs in my peach rings, I guess.
Well, you know why they do that, right?
I do not.
Because edibles, they have like peach ring
Aren't
edibles.
they legal in California though?
Yeah, but I think it's a big thing of transporting like certain things. Back in the day, it was a lot easier. Don't ask me why I know that. I just know
I
it
mean,
was
look,
easier.
I do not partake in the
I mean, I
devil's
don't-
lettuce.
Not no more. I don't do it anymore. But like when I was,
Sure.
it was like that was a big thing in the earlier in the 2000s and stuff and 10s.
Sure.
You can bring back the edibles in regular candy bags and stuff and look like candy.
I mean, I've heard of people doing stuff like that, but like,
Why not? Like people like places like Georgia and stuff that don't have that kind of like accessibility.
okay, so like Georgia
Not-
kind of does though.
LA.
Not like that, but like, okay, but like again, to like the uninitiated like me, because again, I do not partake
Mm-hmm.
in the sinful salad.
Is it really sinful anymore? Is it really sinful anymore? Seriously.
I don't know. I don't do it.
I
That
mean,
ain't
'cause-
me.
It's natural.
Okay, there's a lot of sinful stuff that's natural.
Like what?
As the Reverend Eric Mojica,
Yeah, I'm listening.
there's premarital sex. It's a sin, Kevin. It's a sin. It's a sin, Kevin. Kevin, it's a sin.
It depends who you ask.
No, it doesn't.
I mean,
No, biblically, it's
it depends. It depends in the state of mind that you're in.
uh-huh.
Look, hold on. Do you go around like how do I know, if I like the product if I don't try it, right? So like this could be my whole entire like wifey right here, but like what if we don't compatibly sexually match? Then what? I'm just going to just wait till I'm marry her, and then like we don't have good sex chemistry, and now we're married now, we're stuck. I don't really believe in divorce. I mean, I don't, but that's what happens, right? Either we gonna be matching each other's vibe or.
Okay, so first of all, you don't test drive a person.
It's not test driving a person.
That's what you said.
No, what I'm really saying is like, how do I know we're gonna be sexually compatible if like we don't do it before we get married? What
You
if
have a conversation. Have you tried talking to another human being, Kevin?
what if I don't fit?
What do you mean by that, Kevin?
What if? Seriously, don't or okay, what if she has maybe she can't produce the proper moisture? What if she don't want it as much as I do? What if I don't want it as much as she do? I'm just saying though. I'm just being frank here. I'm just being frank here. Like
First of all, who is
What
Frank?
is-
Second of all,
I'm just
To quote Jeff Goldblum in Jurassic Park, life
You gotta keep it 100 though, right?
finds a way.
What if it don't? What if it don't? What if it don't?
Well, then you find another way.
Can't find another way if we already married.
Sure you can.
Like what?
It's called communication.
You can't communicate something if it can't happen or it's not happening.
Make something else happen.
Like what?
Anything.
Like what?
Whatever you want. Look, okay, you are not about to take me down with you.
I'm not taking you down nowhere. Pause.
Wait a minute.
But nah, like I'm not gonna sit here right and act like okay, I'm a girlfriend, man. You feel me?
You could use a little more fear. All right.
But I like pie. I like pumpkin pie. I like potato pie.
Right.
I like something called I think it's called a cake pie. I like ice cream cake. I like frozen yogurt.
Okay. So
I like Ritas. So what I'm trying to say is I'm not going to stick to one certain dessert unless I have to. If I had to choose, I'm going with Ritas. Hands down, Italian Ice. You feel me? Go in pina colada. I would
shout
marry.
out to Rita's Italian Ice.
Shout out to Ritas. I will marry that flavor, right? That is my match.
Sure.
But
so
how would I know I like that if I didn't try it?
okay. First of all, I'm not super fond of comparing women to inanimate objects, but I will say, if you must drag me down with you,
yeah.
All right. All I'm saying is, if you eat the cake at the grocery store,
yeah,
before you buy the cake,
yeah,
you're going to jail.
Why we gotta take her to jail? Why am I going to jail for eating testing the cake out? Why am I going to jail?
Because it's against the law.
What if I'm at Costco's? What if I'm at Costco's?
All right, but you got to pay for a membership. All right, first of all,
what if I'm at Costco's?
This analogy's run away from us. All right.
What if I'm at Costco's? I can try that cake, and I can buy that cake if I like that cake.
Sure, but they're giving out free samples, and you know what?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? We're not doing this anymore.
And what? If that person likes that sample, he's gonna keep that cake. He's gonna keep buying that cake too. I'm not saying females are objects because it's vice versa too. If a female is not sexually compatible with a man, sometimes it won't work out. I'm not saying all the time it don't work out, but it don't work out at times. I'm gonna say it's like a 40-60 chance because not everyone is sexual.
You know what? If you want to live your life in sin, go ahead.
I live my life without sin. Okay, I did not wait till I was married, but did any of us do? Did any of us wait till we was married?
I'm not about to incriminate myself. Anyway, you can absolutely keep it 100. I'm not about to incriminate myself.
My bad, sis. He want to incriminate himself. Yeah, man. I'm not waiting till I'm married. That's all I got.
All right, like I said, if you want to live in sin, I can't stop you.
Lakers in 5 right now, yo. You feel me?
Wait.
Yup. And without sin, Lakers in 5. That's all I gotta say. They're going all the way. They're going all the way. LeBron can't wait. Shout out to LeBron James.
Do you actually watch basketball?
When I get a chance to.
So no. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll move on then.
I mean, do you watch basketball?
I do.
You caught up?
Caught up? What do you mean caught? It's not like there's seasons or like
who's your team? So you caught up with your team. You know your team's record. You know who they're playing for the playoff. You know, like that's what I'm saying. You caught up. You know what's going down. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. You caught up. So who's your team?
I'm a Celtics fan.
Celtics fan? Of course you are. So is my lady. Heavy Celtics fan. She's a Jersey, know that. I don't see. She's never been to Boston. Never been to Boston. But she's a Celtics fan.
Sure.
But
so,
you know.
I love Boston. Boston does not love me.
Why you say that?
Because I'm brown.
Okay. That's a good one. But they like brown people there.
On the sports teams.
They got quite a few of our brothers there and sisters there.
On the sports teams.
In the city too. I've never been.
On the sports teams.
On sports teams, that's it. Have you been?
Yeah, I've been.
It's fun, isn't it?
It's nice.
It's pretty nice.
Sure.
I haven't bad about it. I heard the pizza's pretty good.
In Boston?
Yeah.
You heard the pizza's good in Boston?
Boston.
That's not where I would go for a pizza, but all right. Honestly, I love the Detroit-style deep dish.
I thought it was Chicago.
No. So Chicago-style deep dish is garbage.
Yeah?
It's just, in no universe should cheese go under the sauce under pizza. Sauce? It doesn't make any sense.
No, that's backwards.
That's what I'm saying. There's this pizza restaurant near me. They do have like Chicago-style deep dish pizzas, and they serve them in like dog bowls. I'm not about to eat out of a dog bowl, fam. Yeah. So no, but also like no, Chicago-style deep dish it's just bad. However, However, their tavern style pie, that's a good pizza.
I like New York style pizzas.
Of course.
This is one spot I can't find because I feel like New York is not a real place at times.
That's always how it goes.
I found it, right? And I fell in love with it. And I left. And I went back that next year. And I went out my little way, you know, I go exploring a lot. I try to find it. Couldn't find it.
I remember there's this one place when we went to New York that one time.
Yeah.
We went to this one place for breakfast, and we're like, oh, their lunch looks really good. We'll come back for lunch. I don't know if you remember this. But, like, we tried to go back for lunch. We were on the same street, walking between the same buildings. We could not find this freaking restaurant.
I don't, Was it in Manhattan?
Yeah.
By Town Square?
I believe so. All I know is, and I'll never forget it, that was the last, I don't know if I'm supposed to say that on here, but I'm going to. That was the last pack of cigarettes I ever bought.
Yeah?
Yep. I remember it was $14 for that pack of cigarettes.
Good for you.
And it was raining really bad that day. It was super windy. I had them in my coat pocket, and they blew away immediately. And so I took that as a sign. God's telling me to quit.
See, my stubborn ass would have bought another pack.
No, because then I've spent $30.
Yeah, I would have like, I gotta have them, gotta need them. I would have looked like, man, I was like, God damn it, and bought another pack. Yeah, sometimes I don't learn my lesson. I'm learning though.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, speaking of which, I do have an announcement.
What's up? What's up, man?
I'm not drinking anymore. I'm not drinking any less either, but I'm not drinking anymore.
Oh, okay. Okay. Why are you stopping again?
No. Okay, so last year,
You did a whole year.
I spent a whole year no drinking.
At all.
That was garbage. And people would ask me, look, no. People ask me all the time, oh, I bet you feel so much better, don't you? You feel so much healthier now. No! You know how I woke up every single morning?
A little stressed out?
Feel shit and a little stressed out every single day. And you know what I couldn't do about it?
Take a shot.
Take a shot!
Alright, so like, I don't drink as much no more.
Okay.
I drink coffee.
Okay.
I'm gonna wing myself off a little bit. You know, it's definitely like a nice little shot or two, but I understand what you mean. Sometimes you wake up like, fuck. Where the shots at? Let me get one or two at least.
Okay, well, hold on. I don't know if I'm waking up just like, let me take a shot.
You know what I mean? I don't mean like fresh off the wake up. I'm just saying sometimes like you go out your day, like you go to work and stuff, get off work, like you know what? I'm gonna give me a couple of shots at the bar. When I get home, I'm gonna give me a shot. It's been a long week. When I get back home, I'm taking me a shot. And I'm not saying wake up, but sometimes you may need a shot off the wake up. I don't know what kind of night you had.
Like, look,
if you had a stressful night and that night still lingers for the next day, hey, take you a shot, man. Go to work, get some coffee, eat some breakfast and stuff, and have a good day. You know. Yeah, but drink coffee though. I like coffee.
Okay. What kind of coffee do you like?
What you mean, like the creamer or like what flavor coffee?
Like
I would say the roasted vanilla.
Okay, so you're not like a coffee drinker yet.
I don't really know the difference because
Gotcha.
I put creamer in my coffee, so it don't taste that much different when you put creamer in.
Okay, so like you're not like into like the super stuff, like the Jamaican Blue Mountain stuff, or like the.
Like I said, I put creamer in my coffee, so you don't really taste the difference.
So there's this one kind of coffee. It's called Civet coffee. It's super expensive. It's probably some of the most expensive coffee you can buy.
You was expensive shit, man.
I'm an expensive guy. I'm premium.
You should be.
Absolutely. So this civet coffee, it's named so after this creature called a civet. And what it does is it eats these coffee beans and then it poops them out.
Wait, what you mean they eat these? Who?
So this animal, this civet, it eats these coffee beans and it poops them out.
Is it a bird?
No, I'm trying to think about what animal it's closely related to.
I don't think
it is a mammal, but it's.
Like, what kind of animal would eat coffee beans? Just a poop?
Yeah, because it can't really like digest them all the way, but it poops them out, and they harvest the coffee bean poop, clean it off, roast it, sell it back to you. But it's some of the best coffee in the world.
That's a hard pass. I'm not eating shitty beans.
Look.
Just find new things. You out here eating coffee beans or drinking coffee beans that they shit out and stuff, man. Like different taste palettes.
No, I'm telling you, that's some of the best coffee you'll ever have in your entire life.
Like you are like one of the best cousins I have because you open and try way new stuff. I don't know. You kind of had me at bird poops out the coffee beans, man.
It's not a bird. It's like it's a mammal.
The animal, the mammal. You had me there. I mean, I bet you was good.
Tell you what,
How much for a bag?
it's like I think I saw one for like $85.
For what ounce?
It's not it's maybe this big of a bag.
Because it would say like 8 ounces, 12 ounces. You
Look,
feel?
I don't know.
It's $84 a bag. That's all you care about.
I saw the bag. I saw $85. I want that because I hear that's some great coffee, and I bought it. All right.
Especially when you grind it, you just grind it in a regular grinder. Do I need like a wooden spoon that to smack on the bean and crush it up or something like that? How is it different? $84.
Well, I mean,
do I poop out gold or something?
no, not unless you take the gold flake pills.
See,
However,
I don't. You don't need all that. Doesn't give you more
you
energy.
don't. But
It
like,
just tastes. What's it do? We just drinking $84 bag coffee.
okay, no, this coffee is delicious.
I believe you. I'm gonna try some of yours. I'm gonna try some of
telling you.
yours. Yeah, I don't know about spending $84 on a bag of coffee.
It's so good. It's worth it. I promise it's worth it. You're gonna drink it and be like, I can't drink any other coffee. I've been forced to now because I live with another person who's a coffee fiend. But
Okay, that makes sense. I like my Keurig.
okay,
Yeah.
I mean, Keurig's all right. Do you know that they're owned by Dr. Pepper now?
You are?
Mm-hmm.
Was it Dr. Pepper Coke? No. Dr.
Nope.
Pepper is Pepsi.
No, so Dr. Pepper and 7-Up are their own thing.
What? Since when?
Yep, so it's Keurig, Dr. Pepper, 7-Up now.
Damn.
Mhm.
Speaking of Dr. Pepper, you heard about that special edition? The special edition Dr. Pepper?
I
It's like
haven't.
silver. Yeah, so it's like you can only find it. I think it's like in a big box, like a regular 12 pack box or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. And it's a chance you can win the special edition one in the box. It's pretty dope. I think it's like blueberry or blackberry flavor. It's pretty good. I like Dr. Pepper. I just had me a cup earlier.
Interesting.
Speaking of
Okay,
which,
so it's kind of like the Willy Wonka like golden ticket.
I guess you could put it that way.
Okay.
I never had that chocolate, have you?
No.
It's real.
So the thing with me is, despite being a big chocolate guy, I'm not a big chocolate guy.
I
You know
mean,
what I mean?
Kind of.
Like I could take it or leave it. You know, I'm not gonna like go out of my way to like buy chocolate.
Pause, yo, buddy. I got you. You feel me? I won't. Since I've been getting older, and I do need some dental work. I can't eat too much candy anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But when I do, everyone that knows me, I love Twix. Oh my God.
Okay.
Twix is my thing. I can sit there, buy one of them little fun-sized bags and watch some TV and go to work on a whole bag of Twix. Pause on that too. You feel me?
Okay.
But yeah, that's my thing. But that I was younger. Me and you, our favorite movie was Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
I did love that movie.
So when 7-Eleven came out with their special,
Mm-hmm.
they had like the chocolate bar. It wasn't real, but I tried it. Think of the Feastables, but it was like the Willy Wonka chocolate bar.
Okay.
This was like, how old are you again? So I was like,
All
it
right.
was like
Look.
11 to 12, something like that.
Speaking of which, man, we only got a couple more days now, and then I'm
4 more days, Eric. You're gonna be an old man. I'm gonna join you next year, though.
an old man now. So I check every morning,
Mhm.
and it pisses me off. So I have now a total of 7 gray hairs in my beard.
I found one.
It's the beginning of the end, Kevin.
Yeah, I didn't believe it. Like I was getting me a shape up, and my barber was a female. We cool. We were real tight. Shout out to Courtney. Nah, not like that. Not like that.
Okay.
Old lady would kill me. It was like that, yo.
Wait. Does she retwist your dreads too?
Nah, my old lady do that.
Okay, because
Yeah. Because she said that's more intimate, getting your hair done. It's a long story on that one. But I agree with her. Every female that I dealt with did my hair, and we was of course together. But yeah. So she was combing my beard and stuff, and she's like, "Oh, you got a gray hair." It's like, "No, I don't." Pulled it up. I was like, "No way." She's like, "Yeah, you getting old, Kev." I'm like, "Leave me alone. Leave me alone, yo." She's been cutting my hair since I was like 25. So,
Okay. So
but
let's talk about barber loyalty.
yeah.
Look, if somebody can cut my hair and do a good job,
Mm-hmm.
I don't care who it is. I've gone to a different barber every single time for like the past 3 years.
It's more of like a friendship you build over time. Like
See, I don't know if I want to be friends with the person that's cutting my hair.
this is like your therapist, your friend. Like you just tell like this is like your best friend separately from like your friends or like your family. Not many know who your barber is. If you do, it could be like if you have a son, or like if you have like a nephew, you may bring him to that barber and stuff. But normally your barber is like your little therapist slash best friend. You just tell what happened throughout the week. Y'all just have like a whole kiki about it, and like that's like your confidant. That's why.
Okay. So
Yeah.
like here's my thing about that. So like I have friends,
Mm-hmm.
but like I don't have to pay my friends $65 every time we hang out.
What
You know what
barber?
I mean? That's what it's like in Atlanta.
Who? Why? Whoa! What?
Exactly.
Why is $25?
Look, $25 haircuts do not exist out
I
here.
tip my barber $20 because she do a good job. Okay.
Look, at that point you're only spending $45
I'm
that.
tipping nobody in Atlanta that charges $65 goddamn dollars
That's
for.
what I'm saying. That's
ridiculous.
what they're all. Look, that's what I'm saying.
I might get my hair cut if I live in Atlanta because that's crazy.
You can't do it.
Then what it costs to get my hair retwisted now because of I guess inflation and these rappers and stuff. It's $110. When I was in the house, it was $45. That's just for the retwist. It's $110. Yeah, that's why I got an old lady to do my hair, yo. I don't know about $110 to get your hair retwisted. Just for a retwist, not even a style. Not even a style, Eric.
I don't know if I trust my wife to cut my hair. I know I probably need a cut. I definitely need a cut.
A little shape up, just like a little line up.
Sure, but like at the same time, ain't nobody trying to spend $65. You see what I mean?
But who you going to?
What do you mean? You think I know these people's names? I'm giving them $65 to. You know what?
You going to like a black person? You going to?
Yeah. Wait.
You could go to what's it called? The Cuts place.
What you think I'm out here going to Supercuts
Yeah, Supercuts.
or Great Clips? Nah, fam.
Yeah, I'm just, I gotta
Wait a minute.
So, you know, $5 a haircut. I'm like, that's a house call. That's a house call for $65.
No, they're charging like $110 for these house calls.
100 and what?
110.
See, that's the issue with our community. Sometimes everyone wants to be a celebrity hairstylist, celebrity barber.
No, that's not even the celebrity barber prices. You don't even want to know about those.
What is it more?
I had somebody because I needed an emergency cut. I was at my mom's house.
Yeah.
And we needed somebody to come for a bunch of reasons. We needed somebody to come out and cut me up. They quoted me at $250.
Sounds about right.
Are you kidding me?
Unfortunately, I'm blessed, but like a lot of things that we get charged for, or like if we want a service done, I got told we get charged like a celebrity tax.
Yep.
Didn't know about that until one of my mom's good friends told me about it. I think I was trying to, my mom was still, I was trying to get my hair done, and I need an emergency, get my hair retwisted. And she quoted me at $350. Yeah.
And it's like, wait, I'm just me, I
was like, why? Like, I don't understand. She's like, well, that's my travel fee, your shampoo fee, your lock fee, the gel fee. I'm like, I have all that at my house.
I got it here.
I just should have come retwist my hair. So, well, we got to pay for my travel time.
All right.
Yeah, she was 10 minutes on the street.
Right. Like for all that, I could buy a plane ticket for that much. Not on Delta, but
Not on Delta, but $350. $350. Easy.
You kidding me? Nah.
I wear a hat.
I'm telling you. $350. What, am I flying you out? Like, what's going on?
Can I just get a back rub if I'm paying $350?
Man, hold on. A back rub is crazy.
Can I get a kiss on the forehead? Like,
you know what? Yes.
Something, yo. Can I get something without $350 just to get my hair done? 45 minutes is all it takes. 45 minutes.
Man.
Yeah, exactly. Think about it. Hold on, 45 minutes. That's all it takes. 45 minutes. That's it.
No. How far away was she?
10 minutes.
Okay. Extrapolating for bullshit time. Yeah. So the time it takes for the retwist, the time it takes for travel, $350 an hour. Really, lady?
Yeah.
Really, lady?
Shout out to you, lady.
No.
Amazing. $350. Don't text me like that.
Absolutely not. No.
Text her own fucking big toe.
And that's the thing. Like as a well, I'm not in sales anymore, thank God. We'll talk about that later. But like as a former salesman, you can run up the bag on somebody one time, and then you'll never hear from them again. But if you work with somebody and give them a good deal and like let them know that like you're trying to work with them, you got a customer for life.
So,
And that's why I've been going to different barbers all these all these times, because no, I'm out here spending 60.
oh yeah, I definitely agree. But
That's
you know
absolutely
what?
nuts.
We gonna hold that thought real quick. We're gonna take a quick short commercial break, man. Pay some of these bills, and we'll be right back.
Absolutely.
Two cousins on a journey, we rise and grind. Mom shining bright, yeah, they got that grind. In the podcast world, we spill our minds. Life loving fam, no secrets left behind. Turn the mic on, let the story unfold. Braxton Legacy, watch the truth be bold. We're Kevin and Eric, the world's our stage. Conversations real, let's turn the page. Family ties strong, through high and low. Join us on this ride, let's steal the show. Late nights, laughter, stories in the lace. Growing up famous, it's a unique space. Navigate life in this public eye. Lessons from the past, we reach for the sky. Every episode's a peek into our soul. Sharing our lives, that's how we roll. We're Kevin and Eric, the world's our stage. Conversations real, let's turn the page. Family ties strong, through high and low. Join us on this ride, let's steal the show. Since you live there, no rest to be. Kevin and there ain't no big claim to heat.
Absolutely.
All right, man.
All right.
Welcome
Welcome
back,
back.
Eric.
Man, you remember that time you stole that golf cart?
Was it really me?
Yes, it was you. Okay, so we're at golf camp, which we had no business in golf camp anyway, right?
Right.
So,
I mean,
okay,
we were some good kids. You know, we just did some not so smart things, okay?
okay.
And I think we was one of the few black kids at the camp too.
We were
So
not one of the few. We were the only kids at golf camp. We were the only black kids at golf camp.
Okay, go ahead. Go.
Man, talk about they not like us. Anyway, so there's a lull, which, you know, when you've got a bunch of dumb kids, there never should be a lull in activity, especially not at a camp that parents are paying for. But like, Kevin gets the idea, I'm gonna hop in this golf cart.
I'll get the idea.
I don't know how you got the idea,
Okay.
but
Okay.
I get the dumber idea to
Uh-huh.
get in the golf cart with you. So somehow the golf cart starts. We're flying down the road. We got the golf camp counselors chasing us down. Golf cart hits a rock and we go flying. That was the best day of golf camp. I didn't get better at golf.
We all hopped out when it was top shit. Like, yeah, we crashed the golf cart though. We crashed. I think I hit a rock, didn't I?
Yep.
Hit the rock. Caleb in the back. You beside me. And I think they called our parents too.
They sure did.
They did call our
Look.
parents. And I think all my mom did was laugh. Like, you stole the golf cart, Kevin. I said it was by accident. She's like, Kevin, how you do it by accident? I was like, that's why I had to drive.
Man, look.
What drive, man?
I mean, that being said, somehow you're still the best driver out of all of us.
You know what's so funny about that too? I'm still the best driver no matter what. But like,
Man.
I crash every last single one of my cars. Every car I crash. Okay,
I don't know how that makes me feel.
one car caught on fire. I mean,
Huh?
no one told me you can't put a hot car.
Huh?
No one told me that. So like my
You,
car.
wait, stop.
Yeah.
Nobody told you that because
So what happened was my car was running low on oil. I had to get to my doctor's appointment, and I was like going, I was going down the road. So my car said low oil pressure. So I pulled over to this park. I had oil in my trunk. I poured the oil in my car. Whoosh, on fire. I'm like, I just closed I closed my hood, called my father. I'm like, my car's on fire. He's like, call the fire department. I said, I shouldn't I? He's like, yeah. So then I called my ex. I said, my car's on fire. She was like, Kevin, call 911. I said, I should do that, shouldn't I? Then I called my mom and I was like, Mom, my car's on fire. She's like, Kevin, call the fire department. I said, you know what? My dad and my ex did say do that. I'm doing it right now. So I called them. I tried to like run away. Not really run away, but like I went elsewhere. I left the scene of my car. I just walked away. You feel me? That's what I did. I just left. And I didn't know what to do, so I just left. So then, I wait for the ambulance, the fire truck to come and stuff. They put the fire out. I come back like, oh, good, put the fire out. Hey, like, yeah, we called the cops because you was nowhere around. I said I didn't want to like catch on fire, so I walked away. Where was I supposed to go? It's like, well, maybe the playground would have been a good start. I was like, oh, you right. Yeah, I didn't do that. Nah, I walked away. The police came, towed my car and stuff. That was my second car. My first car, fun fact, I crashed it on Valentine's Day because someone stole the car that was ahead of me, hit a telephone pole, and then I was behind them, so I hit the telephone pole, boom, totaled that car. So then I drove my mom's Jaguar, right? And I was going down the back roads, and I think I hit a deer. I don't know, but something under it, it stopped working. The car broke. I broke the car. And then the newest car. No, then I had the Hellcat. I was doing dumb stuff in that. I crashed. I was doing donuts, hit the telephone pole. That was fun. So then the other car, it's my fault though, because 100% wasn't my fault. I was driving to my sister's house from the store, and I had a seizure behind the wheel and crashed.
Okay.
Oh, and then I worked at Amazon. I had a seizure behind the wheel at Amazon. Can't work at Amazon.
You can't drive my car ever again.
I'm 3 months free of seizures, so I'm good.
No, that's not why.
Why?
Because what do you mean? Your car caught on fire.
Yeah.
And you called 3 people
I had to.
that were not... No, you didn't.
I did.
You called 3 people that were not emergency services. And then you called first of all 3 people told you to call emergency services before you called emergency services. You should have done that at the first one. First of all. Second of all, you should know that oil plus heat is bad. Right? Like, third of all, you left the scene. 100 feet is the recommended distance for something like that. Right? You left the scene entirely to the point where they couldn't find you. Kevin, how are you getting insurance?
The last time I got quoted, it was high. It was high as gas. Yeah, it was like...
Wait. What is high to you? Hold on.
So my Hellcat, that was 350.
Okay.
Then my Kia was 480.
Well, I mean, it's a Kia, so...
It's 480. And then I was about to buy another car. I was about to buy a Maxima. They went at like 620.
I'm surprised it was that low.
That was more than my car payment.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't
You play stupid games.
And then my sister was like, why drive if you're not seizure free? And I was like, because I need a car. And she was like, Kevin, you just crashed your other car. And I was like, sis, I need a car.
So here's my thing. Like, I'd rather... Anyway, I'd rather have you around, you know?
I don't drive, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, that is verboten. You cannot... No.
Okay. So next time, right?
From now on, we get my wife to drive.
I'm good now, but I'm halfway better. I don't have no more taking medication. My brain is not as like...
Yeah, no,
Good.
Seizures be damned, alright? You can't... What do you mean you're doing donuts and hitting telephone poles?
I was young.
Yeah, you're not young anymore. That's fair.
Yeah, right. I was like 24. I had no business in that car in the first place.
Okay, but like the difference between you being young and dumb and where you are now is you're no longer young, Kevin.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm not gonna do the same.
So you're just dumb. You see what I mean?
No. I'm not gonna repeat the same mistakes that I did before. The last car.
You can make different mistakes.
The last accident I had was not on me. Like, my brain decided to go, wacko.
That's fair. My brain goes wacko too, but in different ways.
Okay, You think about the next stuff. Speaking of being all wacko and stuff, man, something I wanted to show you.
Okay.
It's this rapper.
Okay.
His name, he go by the name of TK. The judge just sentenced him. No, he was facing capital murder in Texas.
Okay.
He beat a capital murder case, and they charged him guilty with murder. Now let's run it back. When he was 16, you know, I don't know if he killed somebody or his friend, and what happened was like he went on a run, and he got charged with a murder. He got charged 55 years when he was like 18.
Okay.
So he got charged with that murder. So he got 55 years for that murder. And then now he's with the court, and the judge just sentenced him to 80 years. Now, my opinion is like he was a kid. I think he deserves a second chance. At least at the age of like 50, 60. He's like 20 years old now, maybe 60 years old. He learns. So his brain developed enough. He knows what he did wrong.
Is
a little bit chance of life.
Okay, hold on, because I think we have a clip. Do we have a clip ready?
Let's see, we got this clip ready real quick. So you don't think so? I think 80 is a bit excessive. He got 55 years already. 55 years. Let's watch this real quick.
Okay, hold on.
We can hear it.
See, there doesn't appear to be any sound.
But yeah, that's it right there. TK found not guilty of capital murder, but found guilty on first-degree murder. You see?
Okay, so
like the capital murder would have held a death penalty. He would have been. You know,
wait. So let's back. Did he kill the person?
The second one for sure, because allegedly the photographer.
Wait. Okay. I think I'm confused. So there are two people.
And this the second murder that he got charged with.
Second murder. All right. Okay.
I think the second one he for sure did. I think the first one he was around his friends, and his friends did something.
So he's an accessory to murder at that point. Okay.
So the second one, him and his girlfriend and the photographer or videographer, whatever, was driving in a car. Allegedly, TK stole the videographer camera, tried to drive off. The videographer jumped on the car, and TK took it upon himself to shoot the guy on top of the car.
Wait. So I'm having trouble understanding what you're trying to say.
My argument is he was 16. Doesn't he deserve? Since he was a child, doesn't he deserve a second chance at life? I think he do. At least at 65. Come on. He learned his lesson at 65 years old, man.
No! What are you talking about?
Probably got charged with 55 years. Where's the whole point of giving him another 80?
No! Don't let that guy out! Are you kidding me?
He deserves a second chance.
You live by the sword, you die by the sword.
80 years plus 55.
Absolutely. Yep. That's 135.
I don't know. I don't wish death on nobody. Not death. Jail on nobody.
Okay.
But at the same time, come on, the kid was 16 years old, though. I mean,
and he killed somebody.
He killed somebody,
right?
But you also got other crimes that's way more heinous than murder.
Wait! Stop. What crime is more heinous than murder?
Rape. Okay,
you would consider rape to be more heinous than murder. Okay. Do you feel like murderers should get life in prison also? You don't feel like you don't feel like rapists should get life in prison? Okay, so at least in a rape case, the other person has a chance to heal. That's so horrible. It's so absolutely terrible and should never happen to anyone. But at the same time, like that person still has the capacity to try and heal and move on, even though they might not ever be a completely whole person again. When you kill somebody, they just stay dead.
Yeah, they do.
That man is dead forever. You know what I mean? You can't just be like, oops, you know?
I guess it's different circumstances, like...
Okay, what circumstance?
All right. So, like, you know, some people that's in a lifestyle of, you know, gang activity and in the streets and stuff, like...
Sure.
Certain things do go down, and even though they're in a game, sometimes, you know, they might get murdered. They might get killed. It's the same thing you say, you know, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. So, in that aspect, you know... It's not like they're going around killing civilians. You're not no school shooter.
That doesn't make it better.
It doesn't make it better, but it's not like you kind of not had it coming to you, but like you in a predicament where that's potentially going to happen.
So you're saying because it's an occupational hazard?
Yeah, in a way, yeah.
No, that's ridiculous.
I believe in any civilians getting like anything happening to them. If you live in a 9-to-5, you have a whole family, man. You're just doing everything by the book. Like
fam. I don't care. I don't care if you got ops or not. They're all civilians. All right.
They're not all civilians.
Yes, they're all civilian.
If you're doing illegal activity and crime and stuff that may take place in bodily harm, in a way, if you're not in the military, defending
Then
your
you're a civilian. That's how that works. You see what I mean?
You gotta be there.
Just because you got ops doesn't mean you're not a regular citizen walking around. You don't got a license to kill just because you got ops.
What if in one instance someone shoots at your house and you have your family in, and then the next instance it's just like...
That's called self-defense.
And now you are looking
You
for
have a right to defend yourself.
But now at that point when you're looking for the guy that shot up your house, now it's not self-defense no more.
Okay, at that point, Kevin, if someone shoots up my house, a crime has been committed.
Right.
So you report that to the proper authorities to...
We all know how far that can go or don't go.
What do you mean? Somebody shot up my house.
Nah, they don't go nowhere though.
What do you mean? No. In no instance does somebody shot up my house not go anywhere.
I'm just saying though, what if he called the police to get away? But you know who did it though.
So if I know who did it, they didn't get away. I know who did it.
I mean, you know who did it.
Uh-huh.
You tell the cops you know who did it.
Yeah. This person did it.
And they go to this person's house.
Uh-huh.
Right? They say they didn't do it.
Okay, you know what? I have a house that's shot up.
Yeah.
And I know who did it. They're at least gonna talk to that person.
Okay, but they just got away. They like, I didn't do it, and I didn't have an alibi, so I was here the whole time.
Okay.
The phone little GPS stuff transitions to them being at home the whole entire time. So and now like not only that.
All right, so I'm not a forensic scientist or anything like that, but a telltale sign that somebody's fired a gun is usually gun residue on their hands and their clothing.
Hey,
now, maybe they take a shower. It doesn't quite work that way, though.
It doesn't, but you get the gist of it, though.
No, I mean, at this point, we're splitting hairs and talking about very minor, specific scenarios that just do not happen. No, you don't.
And sometimes you going to the proper authorities does not make sure that person gets held accountable for his crimes. Just because you report the crime does not mean you're...
So, are you advocating for vigilante justice?
In a way, kind of.
Huh?
Don't you like Batman?
No!
You don't like Batman?
Okay, so like, as a comic book hero, sure. But like, as a concept, no. Batman is terrible. So this is a billionaire running around in his pajamas to beat up the disenfranchised. Are you kidding me? This man is a billionaire. He's a billionaire. No, he can use his money. He can use his money to solve 99% of the ailments or the root causes of the very people he is fighting against, right?
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, these people they're breaking into cars, they're doing carjacking, they're selling drugs, whatever they got to do to make ends meet. It's terrible. I don't condone it, but whatever. So let's say, all right, I don't have any money to eat. I'm gonna rob this grocery store so I can go and get me some food. And now, on top of not having money for food, some dude who's got some real psychological issues has now broken my arm. So now I got medical bills on top of the fact that I still can't afford to eat. You know what I mean? No, Batman is an asshole.
All right. I'm gonna piggyback on that one. All right. Speaking of
his biggest villain is a mental patient. Are you kidding me? No, Batman's a bad guy.
Okay, Eric. I guess speaking of being a vigilante and taking matters to his own hands, we got some family business to talk about, man.
Okay. Tell you what.
Yeah.
I think I know where you're going with this. Let's take a quick break.
Quick break. All right. Let's take one little quick break then. We'll be right back, y'all.
Absolutely.
Okay. Welcome back, everybody. Hey.
We're back. All right, so speaking of people taking some dumb bullshit in their own hands, Everybody's talking about it, so we're going to talk about it.
Talk about it.
Is Toni Braxton married?
Uncle Birdman, allegedly Uncle Bird.
Alleged Uncle Birdman.
Uncle Birdman. You tell me, you think they're married?
I
think it'd be pretty dope. That'd be super dope, Theo.
That would be cool, but I can't say for certain, honestly. The thing about Aunt Toni these days, I mean, one, she's probably more gangster than he is.
I mean, I have to agree. That lady right there.
Toni Braxton's a thug.
She's a thug for real. She looks small, more innocent. Look, that lady, she puts up a good fight, man.
Man, that woman is all of 5'1", but she is
With heels.
man with heels.
Yeah.
But that's crazy to me, the way that like just all of the news is just happening so fast and everybody's just running with it. And like at this point, I don't even know what to believe or like who to talk to or what. I talked to my mom about it yesterday. She was like, "Eric, I have no idea. Things are going crazy."
No.
So
That's the thing. Like everything be on a such hush hush. You just never know until you know.
right. So I said all that to say we don't know, everybody. We're just as much in the dark as y'all are.
Like y'all gotta know.
Right.
So
I'll tell you what though, checking on some of these blogs and some of these forums, I'm learning stuff about me that I didn't know.
Yeah. I've seen a whole lot of things about myself on these blogs. Yeah. Is that true? I didn't know that either. Okay.
I didn't know I did that.
That's really cool. I'm not mad at y'all. What else stories y'all got about me?
Man, apparently I got some secret sister that nobody knows about. Where's she at?
What's her name?
Exactly.
I wanna have a cousin? Wow.
Right. These people, man.
For the longest time, all our aunts just had boys, except for Tawanda.
Right.
See, Aunt Trina has another child.
Just a secret daughter that just keeps hiding from it. I don't know.
My father had a love child, allegedly, you know.
Well.
You know, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah, but it was my nephew. It was my nephew they seen him out and about with, going to the store, and they said that was his kid. It was my
These people, man.
I was like, really? That's my grandson.
Look, you want to like get in some like weird rabbit holes. Do you ever read the fan fictions about yourself?
No.
Don't.
They have fan fiction about me? I've seen a fake page that have like 18,000 followers on it. And I'm blocked. They blocked me.
Of course.
It's like, what is going on?
I don't know. Like
So
my mom's Facebook got hacked and
It did?
yeah.
She get it back?
No.
What? Really?
Man, that page is posted all sorts of crazy stuff. It was talking about how, King Von was a hero and all that stuff. Yeah.
King Von was a what?
A hero.
Maybe in his hood?
Look, man.
Maybe in his hood? I don't know about hell.
I don't know. Nah. Whoever is running the Trina Braxton Facebook page, you're talking about the wrong Vaughn.
Wrong Vaughn. I'm sorry, yo. No beef, no disrespect to OTF. That man was a menace. That man was a menace.
Look, but that's some of my favorite hip hop though.
It was. Between and God, don't judge me, that and the 6ix9ine stuff. That was a great time to be alive.
Stop. What?
Come on. You can't tell me 6ix9ine did not make hip hop exciting. Come on now. Like, love or hate 6ix9ine. The stuff he was doing when he was like really moving with like the Trade 9 people, and the stuff he was posting, and like
We're talking about
rappers.
Talking about the same 6ix9ine. Like, are you dumb, stupid, or dumb? Huh?
Kid, man.
Like, no, stop. What?
How about when Chief Keef pulled up in New York and he shot up the W Hotel after he said on live Instagram that he was going to do it and really did it?
I don't really follow Chieftain.
I didn't say he did a good thing. He made hip hop like the 90s again, like it was on Tupac Biggie situation. I didn't say it was good, but it made it interesting. Like, he wake up every morning or every other day, 6ix9ine's in the blogs with another rapper. He's beefing with Big U. He's beefing with
Big who?
Is it Big U? I think it's Big U.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Big U. He's with the jail for conspiracy in Rico in California.
Dang. They're getting everybody.
Rico's getting everybody. Rico is just the real gangster around here.
Right. Shout out to him.
I don't know how true it is, but I heard Rico about to get a little baby too.
Okay, why are there so many babies in hip hop?
It just goes with everything.
I mean, what?
Yeah, Dub Baby, Lil Baby.
Baby? Speaking of the Birdman?
Speaking of the Birdman, shout out to you, Uncle Birdman, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Who else?
There's too many babies in hip hop.
It's a good name.
I mean, if you say so. Also, I don't know if I understand why everybody's calling themselves Lil something or whatever.
It's just provocative.
Provocative to who?
Gets people going.
Gets people going.
Yeah.
Look, man, I'm not about to be out here incriminating myself, but there ain't no little nothing about me. I'm not about to.
Yeah. Like I said, compatible, right?
Ain't no Lil Eric.
I mean, okay, hold on, pause. My name was Lil Kevin. My name has been Lil Kevin since the longest, only because my father's Big Kevin.
Right, but you're a junior, so that makes sense.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Okay, yeah.
You know?
But as far as everything else,
there's a man out here calling himself Little Baby. No!
He is kind of short. Kind of.
Okay, first of all, you calling anybody short is wild.
I can say or do what I want, man.
I guess it's a free country.
I am 5.
You're 5'6", huh? Maybe in boots.
In boots, I'm like 5'7", 5'8", depending on what kind of boots I wear.
Tragic.
I prefer my Timbs when I go out to certain places.
You know what, Kevin? You are 6 feet in spirit.
Of course, you know I got Napoleon complex.
Man, I'm telling you.
I got it. Honestly, I don't care. You think I care? No.
Okay, hold on. Careful. Don't get short with me.
Yuck. Eric, you know what? You get on my nerves. Every last bit. But like, a lot of these rappers, you know, Lil Baby, Lil whatever, Lil Wayne, you know.
Well, Lil Wayne calls himself Lil Wayne because his dad's name is Dwayne.
So he's a junior too. Okay. But it's just something easy to go with, you know?
I guess.
I mean, Lil Mikey, our cousin. You feel me? But he's
But he's a junior.
He's also
That's Michael Braxton III.
a junior. So it goes sometimes.
I suppose.
I mean, I can't call you Lil Eric. I can't call you Lil Eric though.
You sure can't.
I can.
Nope. Ain't nobody can call me that.
Well,
Anyway.
But you're the big brother, so you name a little, little.
Look, like I said, ain't nothing little about me, but we're gonna leave that where that is.
Yep. I guess no pause, but it's cool. It's cool, Eric. I understand it now. Speaking of that, have you seen that basketball player?
What basketball player?
His name is Lethal Shooter.
I'm sorry. Stop. His name is what?
Lethal Shooter.
Lethal Shooter?
Yes. So like he make these outrageous shots. Like his first one when I seen, he made like a ridiculous shot.
Okay.
He shot a gummy bear into a water bottle from like half.
Okay, but so like this is like a stage name or like a performer name. His mother didn't name him Lethal Shooter.
Like that's his name. That's his name. That's his name he goes by on Instagram.
Okay. Like I go by Dirty Poison on Instagram, but like that's not like
the reason why he's like Lethal Shooter because like he's that good at basketball at making shots. Like every shot he make, it's crazy. It's lethal. It's like I said, he shot a gummy bear into a water bottle from half court. So he'll miss it, right? And he'll be like, I understand it now. And then he'll make the shot 2 times in a row. This other shot, he made the shot from like I don't know how many yards it was, but he shot the ball into like a windmill.
So I'm gonna have to look up on Lethal Shooter.
You guys
now, Kevin. Because if I look up Lethal Shooter in Google here, I'm gonna get put on a list.
You should look up on Instagram, Eric, or TikTok.
I don't know if that's better, but all right.
Way better, because you know what?
No, just send me the link. All right.
I mean, I'm gonna try. Which one you prefer? Twitter?
We don't. First of all, we don't use Twitter anymore. Everybody's on Blue Sky now.
Twitter is worse. I like Twitter, especially at like 11 o'clock p.m.
Why? What's going on at 11 o'clock p.m. on Twitter?
I mean, if you know what's going on Twitter, but it's a popular place to be at. You know. I mean, if you want to find it yourself, I can send you some links.
You know what? I'm okay.
You sure?
Nope. First of all,
just don't open the page in public. That's all I asked.
Wait a minute. First of all, why are you out here incriminating yourself in public?
I'm not incriminating.
You just did.
I say to open them in public.
All right, look.
If Elon Musk is allowing these said posts on Twitter, it's not incriminating.
See, this is why I don't use Twitter. I'm on Blue Sky now.
Like head of not national security, but something like Doge, right? It's Doge. He's head of Doge, which is overlooking the social security stuff.
Yes, we'll talk about that at some point. But tell you what.
Tell me what.
I feel like this is a good place to stop tonight.
You think so?
Yeah, because I gotta watch these podcasts you keep telling me about.
You gotta watch the Man That's With the Game with Wallow and Gilly the Kid. It's a good podcast.
Gilly the Kid. You know what? These people and these names.
Gilly the Kid.
Okay, yeah, that's better. All right.
Anyway, watch them. Man That's With the Game. Shout out to them. Hope I meet them one day.
Are you being sponsored by these people?
Nah, I said shout out to, I hope to meet them one day.
Okay.
And
sponsor my cousin.
Please do. And it's one more. Horrible Decisions. I want to meet y'all one day. Y'all are dope females, and I love to meet y'all. Because y'all talk about some of the most outrageous things that hopefully my range can get to y'all one day. But we're going to close out. We're going to see y'all next week. Eric, it's been a great pod.
Heck yeah.
Everybody
Till
else.
Next time, everybody.
Y'all next week.
Two cousins on a journey, we rise and grind. Mom shining bright, yeah, they got that grind. In the podcast world, we spill our minds. Life-loving fam, no secrets left behind. Turn the mic on, let the story unfold. Braxton Legacy, watch the truth be bold. We're Kevin and Eric, the world's our stage. Conversations real, let's turn the page. Family ties strong, through high and low. Join us on this ride, let's steal the show. Late nights laughter, stories in the lace. Growing up famous, it's a unique space. Navigate life in this public eye. Lessons from the past, we reach for the sky. Every episode's a peek into our soul. Sharing our lives, that's how we roll.